Come back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. We appreciate you being here. And people will be talking about football in this one. In particular, schoolboy football kicked off last evening. Yes, and there were some exciting games. There were some, what you'd call it, upset in the games. And I tell you, there were some heated confrontation as well. You know what I mean? But before we get into the details, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So let's give you some updates on where the scores are concerned. Eltham defeated Mona 1-0. St. George's, they were defeated by Vauxhall 3-1. Excelsior, they were edged by Stats 1-0. And Jamaica College, they defeated St. Jago 2-1. In the other games, we saw where Kingston College defeated Campion College 3-0. Tivoli Gardens defeated Wolmer's 2-0. And Calabar and Heidel played to a 1-1 draw. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the Costa Cup will resume today with a plethora of games coming up in. But we want to talk about what transpired in the Mona versus Eltham game. And I tell you, it was nothing to really look at. I saw a video where there seemed to be a confrontation between Mona's technical director in Craig Butler and members of the refereeing contingent. Yes, there were some heated words seems to be thrown there, and there were well, we saw in the video where Craig Butler had to be held back by the members of his team, I suppose, and he was saying a lot in that video, and that was as a result of what they believe were some blatant calls by the referee. And I just want to share with you what Craig Butler said. He said, yesterday was the most blatant cheating ever I have seen in the sport of football, and I have seen football all over the world at so many levels. The governing body of the competition sent us a referee that is a JC old boy. He allowed the opponent to fall and to hurt our players consistently without a call. He then blew for a free kick that was a foul against our centre back, and he awarded it to the opponent. The opponent wasted time, so he had indicated to the fourth official that there would be 9 minutes of extra time added on minimal. The official told us exactly when it began. The referee allowed the opponent to continue waste time and ended the game within 3 minutes of the 9 minutes indicated. So he only played 3 minutes of time, which the opponent wasted. I went to him and asked him why he did this, and his answer was that is enough time. How do you give 9 minutes minimal and play 3? This shows a clear bias. How do you send a Curacao referee to ref a game with Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago plays Curacao next? This is corruption, again at the highest level, set up to hurt Mona and our team. Again, the conflicts of interest continue, but if it's allowed at the head of the rotten fish, it will also reach the tail. For the record, I went to the referee and asked him repeatedly why didn't he play the 9 minutes given. He refused to answer. He's clearly pleased with what the result was at the time, as it suits his alma mater. Now, when you look at this situation still, you know, Craig might have a point, but the way how the onlookers see that video, it seems as if Craig was the aggressor. Craig was the one who seemed to be stepping to the referee, and he had to be held back. We saw where the police had to be a part of the whole situation. So even though he stipulated in this report that he was actually asking questions, it seems as if it came across aggressive, as if he were stepping. You look at body language, and also you could look at intent, then certainly you could say that this seems as if he was being very aggressive, you know what I mean? But I mean, he did say that he was just asking questions, but to the onlookers, it didn't look that way. So sometimes it's good to hear from what, you know, the persons have to say in a situation like this. And Craig is adamant that this was conflict of interest, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, the referee, I don't know if he was in tune to the other game that was happening, you know? and know what was taking place in the JC game? Did he have a smartwatch on his hand where he could prep and see what the game was? You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations that you really don't know what to say in this case. You know, he said that he made another post that, okay, I have heard you all. I don't apologize and never will apologize for what I know is correct. You see my speaking. So obviously, persons who were probably looking on were saying to Craig that he needs to apologize because of the behavior that he displayed in a schoolboy competition. You know, a lot of persons were saying that this is not an example that he should be setting for his team, even though he indicated that he's standing up for his team, and that's what any coach will do. But at the same time, the mannerism might, come off a little bit different from what persons or people were expecting to see from the technical director of Mona. You know what I mean? So that is the situation. He was red carded in the situation by the referee. So I guess there's some disciplinary action that is coming forward in this. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not one of those things that you want to see in the game. It happens, like he said, right across the world. I guess it's just emotions that comes with comes with football. Yeah, it's a lot of emotions that runs when it comes on to football. You know what I mean? So I guess that is a part of the whole scheme. But again, somebody will say this has to do with school. What are you teaching the children? What are you giving them to emulate? You get what I'm saying? So it is one of those things. So let's see what will come out of this, and let's talk about the Regga Boyz. Hey, listen to me. I watch a game with New Caledonia, with New Zealand. I may I tell you, trust me, that team is trash. See, I mean, I want to emerge in a reason where I say, boy, say, based on how it looks still in the Regga Boyz could have beat that team, but oftentimes we kind of struggle with teams like these. Yo, me I tell you, we never see a team look so woeful. New Caledonia, trust me, them look woeful. You get what I say? So I just hope that they can actually go out there and do the job. Me just want to add this to it, but if we can't beat New Caledonia, we really, really, really need to pack up and go, because this New Caledonia team is really new. Yo, me I tell you, Virgin, their game was trash. Nothing, no substance. Mark you, the team that they played, New Zealand. New Zealand wasn't a good team either, because they don't look good at all. But me I tell you, it was trash. See, I mean, I tell you, if Regga Boyz can't win that game, boy, I mean, I tell you, pack up and go. And of course, Congo is gonna be a more organized team. Why, no, sir. But let's see how it goes. Reinforcement, they say, is coming. All right, because see what go on now. Big up on yourself, people.